We're talking about Calvin Marshall today. It's a baseball comedy. Who do you think it appeals to most?
I'd say it's a cross demographic. Anyone with money, really. If you're homeless, you're probably not going to like it. Or if you don't have any money, don't see it. But if you do have money, I think you should see it. Okay. Especially tonight, because this is going to be the world premiere. It's going to be really exciting. And as Gary said, this is the perfect town to debut or premiere the movie, because it is a movie that's a comedy but has a lot of heart, and it's just like Austin.
Okay, and you'll need money to get in here. It's tonight at the Paramount Theater, 9:50 p.m.
I really love the movie. I mean, it's a really great script, and you know, Fred is a sweet guy because he's one of those where you can essentially keep your dream alive as long as you don't shoot too high, and he's you know, he's a happy person for that reason.
In Rushmore, you played Coach Beck. You were in Fever Pitch.
I love coaches and I love sports, and that's one of the things, you know, like Diedrich, I love about the movie, the sports element. Although it's not just that, you know.
It was really cool doing press in Austin. We had 5 of our cast members present: Diedrich, Andrew, Rosie, Josh, and Michelle.
We're here with a film.
It's Steve Zahn film. It's really cool. It comes out, and Michelle is the poster.
Excellent.
Female lead.
Excellent. Congratulations. I'm sure you have a great screening. Okay, nice meeting you.
Our world premiere was on a Friday night at the Paramount Theater, and it was awesome. It was so cool to have friends there who traveled out of state. Of course, cast and crew present. And not only that, just the support from the local community. Hundreds of people showed up and supported the film. And
thank you guys for coming out tonight for the world premiere of Calvin Marshall. And the director, please welcome Barney to the stage. Okay, thanks everyone. Thank you.
We have a lot of people here, cast, crew, our cinematographers here, our composers here, all our producers are here. So, who else is
I'm Mark Cunningham. I was a producer and executive producer.
Annie Lundgren, a producer on the film.
Hi, Diedrich Bader. I was an actor in the movie.
Josh Fadem. I was also an actor. I played the character of Simon.
Hi, I'm Michelle Lombardo, and I played Tori.
Yeah.
Rosie T-Town Thomas. I had 4 lines, and I studied them very hard. I really did. Thank you. And little song and dance, little song number. 2 microphones. Okay. Double fisted.
Mikey Matandi, producer.
Great. Did everybody see that the executive producer is the guy in the really nice jacket? You see that?
I think a lot of people, anybody who's been on a team, can really associate with this picture of how your relationship with the coach is just such a bizarre dynamic that only exists in that arena. Because otherwise, why would you listen to that guy? It's just so strange. My high school coach, like the varsity coach, I worship that guy. I look back at him and he's probably a strange little man. You know? But I just thought he was great, and he had so much of my life, you know, in his hands. I really, that's the thing that really attracted to me, this movie to me, and you know, just the human story. It's just a beautiful human story. Everybody contradicts themselves, and that's the lovely thing about independent cinema, is that you get a character that has 2 sides. And I mean, you see the coach being a total asshole, and then later he's not a bad guy. Yeah. He's not a bad guy, and it's just a sweet. It's a lovely movie. This is the first time I've seen it. So that was cool for me. I'm just going to talk for the rest of the night.
Keep going, keep going. Right here.
I was so excited. It was insane. I had a trailer. I tell everybody, I got a trailer! You know, I was taking photos of myself in it, outside of it, behind it. Everywhere I went, told people, what's up? I'm in a film, I'm an actress, you know. That was the best week of my life, and I'm not joking. I'm glad to do this in front of all of you, to tell Gary and Eddie. That was the funnest thing, but it's what I loved about it too, is seeing it tonight. Diedrich was saying, I hadn't seen it before in its entirety. It's such a beautiful story that I think everyone can relate to.
Is it like 10 times as good as you'd hoped for? I mean, that's how it feels.
To answer you, it turned out better. It absolutely turned out better than we could have expected. That I expected.
A lot of us up here are big baseball fans, and I played baseball. Mark was an athlete too. He was a track athlete. You want to say anything about that?
Yeah, and you know what we all love about the stories in sports. It's the hierarchy of sports, whether it happens at the college level or the high school level. I was a decathlete, trained it. There's always a point where someone's better, and I thought that was a fitting story that we all can resonate with in terms of how your career ends is not usually being carried off into the sunset. It's usually limping off like it was, and so it was fitting. So I think we all connected to that story.
I don't follow baseball.
Well, I actually played volleyball in high school, so it was a pleasure to be able to live out my dream of being a kick-ass volleyball player. So it was all real.
Yeah. I'm a professional.